Hey y'all, it's Carolsue and welcome back to my shop. And today is gonna be Summer-Ween. They have been doing June-O-Ween and now this year it's Summer-Ween. And it is for all of us crafters that have to get our crafting stuff out now in June, and it's halfway point to Halloween, and so we have to get our stuff out now for it to be ready for when it's time for people to buy it for Halloween. So I'm totally full on code orange, y'all. Y'all know that I love Halloween. Halloween is my favorite holiday. Christmas is second, but Halloween is my favorite. And so I was gonna make another one of these wreaths behind me, because this one goes in my kitchen. I was going to make one for my family room, which is more of a fall wreath. But I just couldn't get into painting today. I had everything all out, and I just don't feel like the painting. So I'm going to make a Halloween wreath for here in my office, my craft shop. And I'm going to use this that I got from Temu. So this is all the stuff you need. You need a sign if you're going to use a sign. You need a wire reform, or the grapevine wreath, any kind of wreath fine, but since I'm doing Deco mesh, I'm doing a wired wreath. This is ones you buy like online at craft supply outlet, craft outlet, or I think I got it from AMI or one of those places. I might have got it from craft outlet, or the Dollar Tree ones, which I always use, but since this is going to be in my office, I'm just going to go ahead and use this one. But if you do use the one from Dollar Tree, the 14-inch wire wreath, then you have to have your pipe cleaners to tie onto it. And I showed y'all in the last video, so if y'all want to know how to do it, I can link the last video of my patriotic one for y'all. And then you're going to need anything if you need help making the bows, which I do because my fingers just don't work the way they used to. You're going to need your zip ties to tie onto the wire reform your, I guess I need Deco mesh, don't I? Let me go ahead and do the ribbon. I'm going back and forth on my ribbon. I got 4 and they're all 2 and 2.5 inches. So this, I think this is what I decided on. I like using 2.5 inch for the back ribbon, the most pretty ribbon, and then using the 1.5 for the front ribbon, as you can see in this one, and the one I did in the patriotic. So I was going back and forth, which I will do, go back and forth on these. But I got this ribbon from the Dollar General about 3 years ago. I think it was 2022 when I got this. I got 2 of them, they're $2 a piece, and I never used it. I wanted to use it, but I never used it. So I'm going to use it today. So with this ribbon, what I decided to do was go with the black and white stripe. So this is what this is going to look like. That's my first set. And the second set, I went through, I was going to do the haunted house because it has a haunted house on it, but this just has way too much yellow. So I decided to go with the pumpkins, or jack-o'-lanterns. And because each one of these ribbons have the black on the edge, my OCD mind will not let me go with this because it has orange on the edge instead of black. So I'm telling you, my mind just don't let me work that way. So what I decided to do was go with the black and white checkered. So this one's going to get the black and white checkered, and this one's going to be the stripe, because you don't want to put 2 stripes together. That's why I'm not putting these 2 together. So this is going to be my ribbon. Make this like all of them. This is 10 at the bottom and 8 at the top. But if you notice this, it's got 3 bars. I had to hook you up to my monitor way over there where I can make sure I can see what y'all see. Where the Dollar Tree one has 4 and it's more of a round. See, it's half the size. It's 36 inches. So we're going to cut it at the end of the mat. So I'm going to do it as a 36. And try it this way. 18 of them. Okay, I'm back. I got all 18 of them cut. So just get 2 rows. Alright, so we're going to roll it a couple of times. Let me scoop this up. Can you see? Okay. We're just going to make a curl. We're going to curl it in tight. Make sure the end pieces. We're going to roll it a couple times. And then we're going to put something on to hold it. And we're going to twirl it around. And see, we're letting it do its natural curl. We're going to curl it a couple times, just like we did, 2 or 3 times. And then you're going to want to stay center. So I normally do these 30 inches. I don't know why I went 36. I got a little overzealous. And now right here's the center. So you're going to try to keep it in the center. And you're going to just walk it, walk it, walk it, walk it. And you're just walking every which way. I'm going to grab my form. And I'm going to place it in any of the ones. I got the curl up. See that? See, I hope this works. Okay. And you're going to, excuse me, go on to the next one. Give a few curls. It's to keep the edge from fraying. So you're going to curl it under. Like I said, I normally do 30, and I probably should have stuck with 30, but oh well. Curl it in, and then I'm going to walk it. I'm keeping an eye on that line there in the middle. Oh no. Gotta twist it there, Carolsue. Okay. And we can always go back after we're done to fill it in. That's the only thing difference between these and like the 9-inch poofs. 9-inch poof, you stay on the wreath the whole time you're working. Here you have to make your little bundles because you can't make them separately and then add them. Okay, we've got the last one, and then we'll be done with all the Deco mesh. So, like I said, and it's a thick one. Y'all see it next to me here. Ooh, it's a big old baby. A big, beautiful wreath. Big. I don't know how to do small. Y'all know me. I can't do small. I can't even cook small. I cook big old meals just for me, my husband, and my grandson. Woo! My fingers ain't working right now. So just the last one. And I keep an eye on where the center is. And if you go off, you go off. It's not nothing to get upset about. As you can see, it's not even laying on my table. It's probably here. You can see the back. And you see how far it's coming down. So I'm gonna have to make sure I would not want to ship one of these. So you see the flat ones from the Dollar Tree ones. So when you go to this, it's gonna be big. I mean, look at it. Gorgeous, y'all. Gorgeous, gorgeous. 12-inch ribbon tail that I made, and I'm going to cut my ribbons. And just in case you didn't see the last one, I got one right. Yeah. I am going to skip 2, so instead of 18, I'm only going to do 16. Me and my hair. 2, 3, 4. 7. Okay, this is not going to get me the whole way. And that ain't 9 foot, okay, because I've done 7, and this would be 8 and a little. So you never trust the measurements, you always have extra. And let me go ahead and get these done, and then unless I skipped one. Okay, and these are single-sided ribbons. As you see, there's the front, and so there's the back. Okay, so there's 1, 2. I take 2 together, crease it up, and then do my point. Turn around, do the other way. I just do 2 at a time. I don't try to do no more than 2 at a time, because this is Dollar General ribbon, and it's pretty much just like Dollar Tree ribbon. So I don't. There's 3. Hey y'all, got all my ribbons cut. Whew. And I always cut more than what I'm supposed to. I say don't cut the 9 and end up cutting 9. You know how that goes. Let's see. Okay, so our first is going to be the striped with the witch, and we're going to do these every other tie. And we're going to leave 2 ties. We're going to leave 2 ties empty because we're going to put a big bow, and then the sign is not that big. So the sign will be here opposite to it. You manhandle this back down. Okay. In order to do your ribbons, all you're going to do is find the center of the 2 ribbons. And like I said, I normally don't do the 2.5 inch because it's a job to work. So you find the center, and then you crimple it, scrunch it in, and because this is like this, the witches, one's going to be upside down. If you're okay with that, then you'll be alright. And then you're going to find your tie, and then we're not adding anything else, so I'm going to tuck this tie down. I could possibly just leave it, and then I'm going to separate my ribbon. And then I'm going to go to the next color, next set. Find the center. Scrunch it in. Get up here and find my tie. So you can leave it out, the tie, or you curl it back under. It's whatever you want to do. Make it in a V. Okay, I'm going to do one more with the witch, and then I'm going to skip on. I have to stand up. I have to stand up. I can't work sitting down like this. Not in this big old bow. I mean, big old wreath. Center. Scrunch it. See, back in the old day, I used to crisscross them like that. See, I used to crisscross them like that, down as a V. Like I said, there's a lot of fluffing, so it'll be fluffed again. And I'm going to time out, and then I'm going to, or speed it up, I don't even know. We'll see. Alright, here it is. So I got one whole row of, let me see it better. Got them all the way around. It's a big one. Okay, so I did leave 2 open right here for a bow. And my sign will probably go over here. Remember, I always put my least favorite on the back. Okay, we're going to go with 12-inch tail, so 8 and 4. And this is the only ribbon that's reversible. We're going to do a 6-inch loop. Let's see if we do 3, 2, 3, 2. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, I'm going to do 3 loops at 6 inches. And I just put them in their place when I'm doing them. I do need to buy me another one. But I'm like, this is my second one in my lifetime. So I'm kind of being stingy because it just don't hold them down anymore. Okay, this one is going up. Should we put it up or should we put it down? It's going to go up. Okay, so there's the 3 for that. I was thinking of just going ahead and cutting it off. Okay, let's scoot up again. As I go smaller with the bows, the loops, I go smaller with the tails. This is going to be about 5 inches. It's only going to be 2. You don't have to be exact as long as it's a little smaller than the one above it. Y'all can see this, right? Yeah. Y'all see me doing it. Okay. I normally make bigger bows, but I'm just not into the bigger bow right now. So this one, we're going to go 3 again. Just a little bit smaller than the one before. Don't have an exact measurement. Just going to go smaller. And we're going to make 3 on each side. Make sure when you put it down, you twist it completely around. And on the last loop, you do not twist because you're going out with it. Come on. Okay. Now I got my favorite ribbon, and it's going on top. I'm just going to cut this off here, and he's not going to get a tail. Okay, my favorite one's going to go on top. And this one's going to be 2. And don't twist the last one. And we're going to cut that tail off too. I ain't going to mess with it. You lift it. Put that zip tie in there between it. I got the bigger one. And you hold it together. And go ahead and slide my Chanel ribbon, Chanel down here, pack cleaner. Okay, before I even try to arrange it, I go ahead and cut my dovetails. Sometimes I leave all the tails, sometimes I just, depends on how I feel, whether I just cut long tails or not. You don't have to. You can do it any way you want. Okay, so I'm going to fluff it up. So I used to have a hook on the wall, and what I would do is just hook the ribbon on the wall and then just do this, but I don't have that door there. The door there no more. It used to be a door between the 2 rooms. I probably should have made a bigger bow. And I'm going to use my pipe cleaner to attach it. I'm going to get it center between these 2. And you're just going to twist it together. If your fingers work. Mine is not going to work today. And you'd always tighten it if you need to tighten it. Okay. Fix it. And now let me put my sign on. I'm going to need to. And all signs from Temu has holes in them. And I'm just going to double up the wire. Twist it this way. And I'm going to put one on the top corner. Yep. That'll work. I think I don't need to have all 4 corners down. If I do, I'll come back and put all four corners down. Okay. This is one of those bold ones. I got it around 2 wires. And here it is. What do y'all think? You like it? See how thick it is? It's a really thick. Here's the back of it. And if you don't want to see the back, like I said, you can take some zip ties and put some zip ties on it and zip tie it to the back, and then it'll look pretty much like that. You won't be able to see it from the inside, but because it's going on my craft shop, on my door, or either on the wall outside, it's fine. But here it is. I hope y'all like it. Like I said, when you get ready to put it up, you're going to refluff in all these bows. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Please give me a like and a share and subscribe. Bye y'all.